So you've got this amazing idea for an app, right? But then you hit that first massive wall. How in the world do you build it for both iPhones and Androids without completely blowing your budget? Well, today we're diving into the secret sauce, the right once, reach everyone world of hybrid app development.
I mean, just picture it. You have this brilliant concept. Absolutely know it has to be on the App Store for iPhone users and on the Google Play Store for Android users if you want to reach, well, basically everyone. But then reality hits. You see the cost, you see the timelines, and your heart sinks a little because you realize you might only have the resources for one. So what do you do?
And that right there is what we can call the modern app dilemma. It's this huge challenge that thousands of businesses and startups are facing at this very moment. How do you show up everywhere your users are without literally doubling your workload and doubling your budget? The old way of doing things, man, it was tough. You had no choice but to build two totally separate apps from the ground up. You'd have one team of developers writing in one language just for iOS, and a whole other team writing in a completely different language for Android. We're talking two code bases, two teams to manage, you get the picture. Double the cost, double the time, double the headache. But what if there was a smarter way to play the game? This is exactly where hybrid app development strolls in. And let me tell you, it is an absolute game changer. It's the elegant solution to that dilemma we were just talking about. So what is it really? Well, to put it simply, hybrid development lets you write your app's code once and then deploy that same code on both iOS and Android. It's this clever mashup of flexible web technologies and the powerful features of native platforms. The magic words here? A single code base.
And for a business, the benefits are just huge. Think about it. You're building one app, not two, so you can get to market way faster. Your users get the same great experience whether they're on an iPhone or a Galaxy phone. Updating is a total breeze. You fix a bug once, and it's fixed for everyone. And of course, the big one, it can save you a serious amount of money.
Okay, so to really get a grip on the value here, let's put hybrid and the traditional native approach head-to-head. It's the classic showdown, and this is the core decision every app creator has to make.
But first, let's just put a number to this, a big one. Businesses that go the hybrid route can slash their development costs by up to 40%. I mean, that is a massive saving. That's money you can pour back into marketing or building new features or, just getting your dream off the ground. Okay, now let's break this down, because the details here are what really matter. You can see right away, hybrid is the clear winner on having a single code base and being cost-effective. It's just perfect for startups or content-focused apps. But on the other side, native is the undisputed champ of performance. It gives you the absolute fastest, smoothest experience possible, with a look and feel that's perfectly tailored to that specific phone. So, if you're building a super high-end, graphics-heavy game or some wild AR app, native is probably your best bet. But for almost everything else, hybrid hits that perfect sweet spot. Now, this is where it gets even cooler. You see, hybrid isn't just one thing. Think of it more like a category, a whole family of different technologies. So let's break down the main types you're going to run into. First up, we've got the most straightforward approach of them all, the WebView app. This is pretty much the simplest and fastest way to get your idea onto a phone. So a WebView app is essentially your website, just packaged up inside a simple app shell that lets people download it from an app store. It's all built with the standard web stuff, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, which makes it incredibly fast and cheap to get going. This is an absolutely fantastic choice for apps that are all about content, like a news site, or for launching what's called a minimum viable product, or MVP, just to test your idea in the real world.
Okay, next we're going to level up to framework-based apps. This is where things get way more powerful and slick, using some modern tools you probably even heard of.
These apps are built with seriously powerful frameworks, like Flutter from Google or React Native from Meta. They deliver what we call a near-native experience. A true native app speaks the phone's first language, so it's always going to be the fastest. But these hybrid frameworks, they're like expert translators, so fluent and quick that for the user, the experience feels just as smooth and responsive as a native app. This makes them perfect for bigger, more complex business and consumer apps. And finally, we've got this really unique category that kind of blurs the line between a website and an app. They're called progressive web apps, or PWAs for short. Okay, this technology is
fascinating. A PWA is basically a website on steroids. It has app-like superpowers. You can add it to your phone's home screen right from the web browser, no app store required at all. It can even work when you're offline and send you push notifications, just like a regular app. They are just incredibly easy for users to access.
All right, so we've covered the what. Now for the most important question of all. When should you actually choose to go hybrid? Let's get practical and look at some real-world examples.
I mean, the uses are all over the place. For an e-commerce store, you get a unified shopping cart that syncs perfectly across the web, iOS, and Android. For a healthcare app, it's a great way to build secure patient portals. In logistics, hybrid apps are awesome for live delivery tracking. You see the common thread here? It's all about needing a consistent experience everywhere, without the super intense performance needs of, say, a 3D game.
So if you're sitting there thinking, okay, this hybrid thing sounds like it might be for me, what does that journey actually look like? Well, it's not just about writing code. It's about having a smart, structured strategy.
Any good process really boils down to these 4 key phases. You start with discovery and design. That's where you figure out your goals and map out how the app will look and feel. Then you move into that unified development phase where that single beautiful code base gets written. After that, it's all about rigorous testing on every kind of device, followed by deploying to the app stores. And finally, you have launch and ongoing support, just to keep everything running perfectly.
Ultimately, when you boil it all down, it comes back to this one simple, powerful idea. Hybrid apps are all about finding that perfect sweet spot, combining the power and features of a native app with the speed and flexibility of the web. For so many businesses out there, it really is the best of both worlds.
And, that leaves us with a really big question for the future, doesn't it? As these technologies just keep getting better and better, are we heading towards a world where writing code once to run everywhere isn't just a clever option, but the standard way of doing things? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks so much for joining this explainer.